So check it out now. Well, damn. Now it's clear that goddamn the officials in Florida, they want to see YNW Melly under the needle. And I ain't talking about a tattoo needle, okay? I'm talking about the lethal injection needle. They're trying to give him death, okay? Now, if you don't know, he's accused of killing his two friends in a car, YNW Sack Chaser and YNW Juvie. And allegedly, they were all just kicking in the car, going home from a studio, when all of a sudden, Melly, who was in the rear passenger seat, pulled out a gun, killed the guy next to him, and killed the guy in the front seat, okay? He basically then hopped out the car, staged it like it was a drive-by, and basically then got out the car, told his mans that was driving, drive these dead guys to the hospital and drop their body off, okay? Now, clearly, the prosecutor, when they picked up the case and they figured out what might have happened, they said, yo, this is premeditated, okay? This is actually pretty heinous. The mere fact that you kill your friends in cold blood right next to you in a car, you deserve a death penalty, right? Now, the death penalty isn't often, actually picked up. I actually learned a few things about death penalty this week, which means, listen, even if he gets found guilty, it's going to require all 12 jurors to agree that he has to get the death penalty for it actually to go. However, before you get there, you got to keep it on the table. Now, the death penalty was on the table. And then when, so let me explain. Give me 1 second, right? So he got charged with murder, right? When that indictment came down, the prosecutors elected to go for the death penalty. Now, what does that mean? After you indict someone, you have 45 days to tell the court that you're trying to go for the capital punishment, which is the death penalty, all right? Now, the only reason why this is a thing where people thought it was off the table is because they did a superseded indictment, which means they re-indicted him again, trying to add more charges and probably add more people to the indictment, okay? Now, when they did that, they didn't give notice, which, again, they have 45 days to give notice that they want the death penalty again. So what happened is, basically, YNW Melly's people, they kind of went before a court. The court said, well, you didn't give notice, so you can't go for the death penalty. The state appealed, and the appellate court said, well, they gave notice in the first indictment. They don't got to give notice in the second indictment. You already got notice. Notice is notice. Now, it's back on the table, if you don't know, and YNW Melly's people are trying to bring this to a Supreme Court of Florida. Essentially, they're trying to get the court to toss out the death penalty. And again, I know you might say, what that got to do with him being guilty or innocent? Well, no one wants a death penalty on the table, number one. But number two, just to show you how hard it is to get something like that to even be a thing, the guy who did the Parkland shooting, where he killed all them kids, like 30 kids, or probably even more, I don't even know the exact number at the time of this recording. However, he only got 34, I'm saying only, but goddamn, 34 life sentences. They did not vote to give him the death penalty, even though it was on the table. Apparently, one juror was like, nah, let him live, okay? So he's going to be rotting in jail. He'll never get out of jail, but he won't die, okay? Now, with YNW Melly, it's important for him to get the death penalty off the table, okay? What does that mean, and why is that important, right? It makes the case look a little bit more favorable for him. By the way, they ain't about to try it this year. They ain't about to try it next year. This case has been dragging. It's been actually 4 years, okay? It's going into 5. It's about to be 5 years since he got locked up. And you're getting to realize, man, either the cops really want this guy to die or maybe they don't have a case. Regardless, it's going to be one of the extremes because this case is taking overwhelmingly long. And again, right now, they're fighting over the death penalty. Right now, it's back on the table. YNW Melly will be appealing. However, the last court said, notice is notice. Get in the comment box. But you guys like them, subscribe. What do you guys think about this whole thing, man? I love YNW Melly as a musician. I don't know exactly what happened in the situation. I'm hoping that he's an innocent guy. However, I'm not going to lie. The details that is alleged by the prosecutors sound crazy, okay? Kill your two homies right next to you, cold-blooded, with headshots. That sounds crazy. Well, actually, one headshot, next one through the neck and then the chest, and it was a bloody scene. Anyway, get in the comment box. But you guys like them, subscribe. You guys be the judge. I'm out.